So if you remember before, I'm mostly okay with a lot of the other geometry, but I'm actually not very happy with the shoulder area. See how there's all these poles? There's a tripole here. That's a six-sided pole. You don't want that. That's not okay. You can't, that's no good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. If you look in general, there's more geometry here than pretty much anywhere else, minus the head here. So I'm going to double click this, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Control Delete to get rid of that edge loop. Okay, so it gets rid of that. That's a little bit better. I'm also going to go ahead and click this one, and this one, and this one, all the way around here. And we'll say here too. It's not really doing too much. Control Delete. Alright. So now if you look, you can see this is all quads, and it's much simpler. This is not a quad. That's no good. So I'll have to fix that, but I think that'll be relatively... Oh, no, wait a minute. That is a quad. Never mind. I thought that was a try. It's not. The only area that's kind of weird is right here. Is not. This is no good. But I might be able to fix that. Let me see. If I collapse this, is that going to do it? No, that doesn't do what I was hoping for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and fix that. I'm just going to click here, boom, and to here, boom, and hit enter. And voila, that's now all good. And we'll go here to here, and I'll hit enter. Okay. But now it's all quads, and it's pretty even. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one. Let's take this and kind of pull it up and over. And there you go. Okay. So now, as far as we're concerned, that's all quads. It's a lot simpler, a little bit cleaner than it was before. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and basically really just insert some edge loops in order to further define the body as best as I can. Okay, so and we'll go from there. I'm actually noticing a weird issue here because if you look, let's say I grab, oops, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then this one. See how it says 10? It means this is an n-gon. For whatever reason, I somehow managed to make one of those, which is really not a good thing to do. I don't want that. So I got to fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of these to these. So that makes that all quads all the way across there. And let me see, and then see if I hold this. It's weird. I don't really quite understand what's going on. If I hold this one, that goes up and around. I'll fix that later. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. So take this and this. I'm going to go ahead and just slide this up. So, okay. So, we'll just unselect that one. And, oops, take this and this one. I'm going to slide it up. And that's disappointing, so we'll just manually move it up. W, Q, W. Get that stupid thing out of the way. Alright. So I'm just going to add some edge loops here in order to get this to work. So I'm going to use my multi-cut tool. I'm going to hold Control. And you're going to notice it only does it on the one side when it works. Apparently it doesn't feel like working, which is neat. I'm going to click on, click off, go to edge, click on, click off. Alright, click off. Alright, let's see if it works now. There. Okay, so it's being really weird. Let's go object mode. Okay. I think it's just acting. Oops. Apparently nothing's going to work. Okay. So what I'm going to do is save this and restart. I'll pause it. Yeah, it wouldn't even close, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on, so I had to actually force quit it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and insert an edge loop here, and I'll insert one here, and I'm just going to use these edge loops, really. So we'll just go here, just to further, I'll flatten it some, and we'll expand it a little bit, and I'll take this one, and scale it in a little bit, take this one, okay, take this one, I'm going to flatten that a little bit, scale it out a little bit. You're just going to try and use those to more or less try to develop your model. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and we'll take this one. definitely try to scale that one a lot flatter. And we'll rotate it a little bit to go with the leg. And I'm going to also take it and kind of scale it out. Okay, like so. Alright, oops, maybe I went the wrong direction. Like this. Okay, like so. Alright, looks like something. And what I would do is don't just insert, you know, a bunch of edge loops and finish one area. Go through. I'm only going to worry about the one side because obviously it's not reflecting on the other, because it's more beneficial to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use that slide edge tool. So slide this up to roughly where I think the shirt would be. I'm going to hold D to rotate my pivot, and then we'll hit R and we'll scale it flat. And I'll just kind of go like so. And then we'll just kind of scale that a little bit wider. I'll take this one, and I'm going to hold D and go like this, and scale a little bit flatter this way. And we'll scale a little bit wider. And let's go to face. And we'll expand that and actually contract that. Okay, cool. Alright, and I'm just going to move it forward a touch because it feels a little bit off. Alright. Look at the body here. I could probably add one here. Come on. There we go. But basically, I'm just going to add edge loops in order to basically further develop my shape here. As, you know, as much as I can. Alright, so we'll go to the shoe here. Alright, and I'm going to insert an edge loop. Q, I'm going to grab this edge loop. I'm going to scale that puppy flat. And I'm going to scale that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold D and V. Pull that to the bottom here. Scale that down a little. Control vertices. Grab this one. D and V. Move that to the bottom. Scale that down. And let's just take this. I'm just going to take the top here and, oops, top here, move that down a little bit more. Alright, something like that. And then move it out just a touch. Oops. And actually, we'll just do it like this. Grab it, move that out just a touch. And I'm going to grab the base here, and we will grab that one too. And this one. Scale this out a little bit wider. Alright. And I'll insert another edge loop right here. Come on. Alright. Q. Take this guy. I'm going to scale this one in like so. And let's see where the shirt line is. So I can kind of see roughly. So it's kind of going right around here, basically. Q. I'm going to grab this one, scale it a little bit flatter, a little bit wider, move it down just a touch. Alright. And then we'll just go ahead and we'll insert, oops, an edge loop here. Q. I might take this one and scale this one out a little bit wider to basically make a sleeve. I'll take this and shove this up in there. Alright. And then I'll insert an edge loop right where the arm is here. Q, and I will take this, and I'm going to go ahead and hold D and V. And again, we'll move it in the angle that it is. Hit R, and I'm just going to scale it a little bit wider, like so. Alright. And we're getting closer and closer, right? So, and I'm going to go to edge, and I'm going to take this guy, and I'll use the slide edge tool. I'm going to slide this one down a touch. I'll grab this one and slide this one down. Take this and slide this down a little bit. Alright, and I'm going to grab, let's see which side I'm working on here, right? So, I'm going to grab these and just slide those out a little bit just to spread the wealth here. And I'll do the same thing here. Alright, spread. Oops. Come on. Neat. Cool. There it goes. Okay. Spread that out a little bit, and I'll undo these ones and spread these out a touch more, and there you go. Okay. Grab this, this, and this, this, and this, and spread those out a little bit more. Basically, just trying to form it to be a little bit closer to what your character is, because we're only really worried about the blocking. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just delete half of this. So I'm going to go to face. I'm going to click here and hold shift double click. It's going to grab the whole edge and hit delete. I'm going to double click and delete that half. Select this one, control shift D. Select both halves. Mesh combine, go to vertices, click and drag, make sure I get the center part here as well. And then I am going to go to edit mesh and merge. Okay. Must have deleted an edge there on accident on the face, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter anyway. Alright, and then let's hit Control Shift S, and we will save as number 7. Okay, and what you will see is basically we got a real basic dude, and in the next videos, in the next week, we will actually refine this. Okay?